The Christmas Truce of 1914, in December of 1914. The First World War had been raging for only a few months. But already the fields of Europe were scarred beyond recognition. Young men from dozens of countries sat in muddy trenches, separated from their enemies by a strip of frozen ground called No Man's Land. They had been told to hate each other. On Christmas Eve, snow fell quietly over the trenches near Ypres, Belgium. The guns fell silent. Not because of an order, but because no one fired them. Then something strange happened. From the German trenches, British soldiers heard singing. Still Nacht. Heilige Nacht. Silent Night. At first, the British soldiers thought it was a trick, but then they recognized the tune. Slowly, cautiously, they began to sing back in English. By Christmas morning, men began climbing out of their trenches, unarmed, hands raised. Someone held up a small Christmas tree. Someone else carried a box of cigars. They met in the middle. Enemies shook hands. They exchanged chocolate, buttons, hats, and photographs of sweethearts back home. They helped each other bury the dead who had been lying in the frozen field between them. In some places, they played soccer with a battered ball. In others, they simply stood and talked about families, farms, and what they hoped life would be like after the war. For one brief day, the war stopped. Officers on both sides were furious. Orders came down forbidding any further fraternization. By the next morning the guns resumed, but something had changed. Many soldiers later wrote that after that Christmas, it became harder to see the enemy as a monster. They had laughed together, prayed together, remembered that they were human. The war would continue for years. Millions would not come home, but in the middle of history's darkness, that quiet Christmas proved something important. Even when the world is broken, people still know how to choose peace. And sometimes, hope doesn't end a war, but it reminds us why one day it must.